So hi, welcome to the Noise Podcast. I'm Shane,
I'm Glory.
and we're here with,
I'm Ryan Oakes.
and we're asking some questions to say about his upcoming single, Heavyweight. So congrats on that, by the way. How do you feel about the response to the announcement so far?
It's really funny. I posted like an 8-second teaser yesterday, like thinking it would slowly build the hype because I didn't put like any parts of the song really in there, and it's been my most successful teaser so far. So like everyone's super excited. The TikTok, it had like a good traction moment. So it's been exciting for the past 24 hours. So just know that people know who I am, people know who Loveless are, and they're excited to see us work together.
This fucking
Dude.
song,
Oh
let
my
me
God.
tell you, one of the catchiest songs of the year. I'm going to say it. It's fucking
Yeah. Wow.
awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's so it's really funny. So the album my debut album was done, and then I came across Loveless because they've obviously been having this huge moment of like constant virality that obviously is not going away because they're incredible. And I was like, yo, like, do you guys want to get on any of these songs? And Julian was like, yeah. And I sent him one, and we both were like, I think we would do something better if we did something last minute and just like got in the studio together. And that's what Heavyweight, that's how that was created. And it's just so much better. And like, I knew the song was really good when we made it, but we like send it to our friends and stuff. And everyone is like, dude, like, this is a song. Like, this is going to have a moment. So I know he's excited. He FaceTimed me the other day and was just like super stoked on how it turned out. I think you guys have seen the video too. We shot that super last minute, and it turned out great for, just being like a simple visual for the song. So yeah, I mean, everything's set in stone to have a big release, and we're super stoked.
Oh yeah, it's just the song is so good. Watch the music video. It got sent to us like 5 minutes before we hopped in this call with you, and
That's really funny.
Stoked that to see that our friend Pat from First in Flight was playing guitar in there too.
Yeah. So Pat is actually my touring guitarist now. Like that's, I think that every time I tour, I'm just gonna bring him. He's a great dude. I love him. His
He's
band's
awesome.
great. So yeah, it's exciting to have him around.
Hell yeah.
Perfect. So is there any meaning behind the single title or cover art?
The cover art's kind of just to blend into the rest of the songs, because like every song is almost going to be released as a single for the album. It's like 7 singles and then 5 additional songs when it drops, and it's just kind of following the collage cover art concept we just kind of came up with. But the song meaning is just like, I've been having a big year. Loveless has been having a big year. He really wanted to do something like edgy and flexy because Loveless hasn't done something like that recently. And I just signed like a huge deal, and I was definitely feeling in the flexy kind of mood. So it just kind of was just like an ode to like not feeling crazy anymore, that we were chasing this dream, flexing on everyone who kind of made us feel stupid in the past for chasing the dreams and stuff like that. So it's just like, it's just a really flexy song, I guess. Like I actually had to go back in and turn the flexing down because Julian told me to flex as hard as I could. And then we were both like, wait a second, this is like a little too much. So like 2 weeks ago, I went back in last minute, like the day before the music video shoot, and like changed a couple lines. But it turned out great. I have no complaints. It's exactly where we wanted it to be. So yeah.
Oh yeah, the song is super flexy, and I love how the music video is like subtly flexy as well. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
So can you tell us a little bit about your writing process for the single? And obviously we know Loveless is on the song. Did they have any part of the process?
Yeah. We met with my boy Jaden Seeley and his band With Confidence, who's been producing a lot of my stuff the last 2 years.
Love Jaden.
We just wanted to
yeah.
He's one of my best friends at this point. He is a huge part of where I'm at today. So I love Jaden, and I owe him a lot. We just got in a room together, and we were like tossing vibes back and forth. Jaden already had that like sample girl voice you hear throughout the song, like loaded up when we got them. We were like, already, this is like super sick. And then we just went back and forth on hook ideas, eventually came up with the hook. And then ultimately I was just like, how do we want these verses to sound? And that's when Julian was like, let's just flex as hard as we can. And so, yeah, I just went in and did like the kind of Kendricky flow on the verses, and it turned out great. So yeah.
All right, nice.
That's amazing. Threw me for a loop with that Jaden name drop. I didn't expect that, but that is incredible. Yeah.
Yeah. He is a huge part in my album coming out now, and helping with writing, production, and honestly, like artist development. He has helped me just like evolve as an artist because he understands songwriting and musicality a lot more than I do. So working with him has been amazing.
That's incredible. So happy to hear that. So what is your favorite lyric off this track, and what does it mean to you?
I think we all wrote the hook together, and I think that the hook is just so strong, and like the way Julian can just sing so well, it just brings it all together, and it makes the hook, which is very cliche, but it is my favorite part of the song. um it's just like saying like, watch what you say, dig into me, I'll dig your grave, talk is cheap, put you to sleep, I'm heavyweight. Like, just like silencing all the hate and all the dumb stuff people said to you along your journey of like trying to figure out who you are as an artist, and like obviously try to blow up and make a name for yourself. So it definitely hits home for me. It was cool to like write it in like the metaphor of like a boxing match, it kind of feels like. So that's definitely my favorite part of the song.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
Would you be able to tell us where your headspace is at while you're writing this single?
Yeah, I mean, just I feel like I'm beating a dead horse with like the Flexi stuff, but like Loveless is having such a huge moment, and every week they figure out like another big moment, like that huge Charlie Puth moment the other week, and they just keep finding out ways to like reach new people. And Julian's so good at the TikTok content stuff, and I'm fresh off of signing like a really crazy deal, and I've been independent for 10 years, and this is the first contract I've ever signed, and like locking in all these crazy booking agents, and we're both like really getting things going as artists, and I know that we've both been waiting forever for that. So it was just like we're both coming off all these new highs we're not used to, and like finally seeing like real success in the industry. And we were just like, let's have fun and make something cool and fun, and just enjoy our success, and like make sure we celebrate these moments, and also let haters know like we're coming, like we're hungry, we're not going to slow down from here. So that's kind of where we were at.
Absolutely. Congratulations on all of your success. That's fucking awesome. And we're actually talking to Loveless later this week, so it's hilarious that we're doing this one now.
Oh, nice.
Loveless later.
Yeah,
so.
that's really funny.
Yeah. So this one should be super quick off the top of your head. I want you to describe this track for new listeners in 3 words. No more, no less.
Okay. I guess silencing the hate.
Oh,
that's good.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's what I would say. If I had to pick 3 words off the top of my head, I would say silencing the hate.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
All right. So in that same train of thought, is there a certain feeling or emotion you want listeners to have while going through the single?
Yeah, like it's like ideally it's a really good gym song, but obviously not everyone works out, and that's fine. But it's more so just like a motivational thing where it's just like, I just went through 10 years of people telling me I'd never make it in music, and I felt crazy, and I didn't stop, and I wanted to make a song to help people going through the same thing now and help them get through that. Because like when I was coming up as an artist and like trying to stay motivated, I love songs like this that just really want you to like, it gets your blood pumping, it gets you motivated, like basically like telling yourself don't be a bitch, get up, chase your dreams, like it's possible. So that would definitely be what I would recommend the mood to be.
Hell yeah. Obviously you said you've been doing this 10 years and like it's all finally coming together for you. What kind of kept you motivated during that time?
It's really funny. It's just being really stubborn. I'm not a fan of people telling me I can't do stuff. So like just a quick brief history, when I was 17 is when I put my first song out. I'm 27 now. And as soon as I did, I was immediately ridiculed, and people would be like, don't do this, you can't make it doing this. And I had a bunch of scholarships lined up for college for lacrosse, and it was going to be a big senior year for me. And the second someone told me I couldn't do music, I quit and gave up like all my scholarships and was just like, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, you guys really pissed me off, and I have a chip on my shoulder, and I'm gonna go do this. And it took a long time, but I mean, it worked out. So, you know.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, that's amazing. So while
Thank
listening
you.
to this track, what band or artist influence do you think you could hear the most, if any?
It's always like, I'm trying to really dig into this like fine blend of punk, rap, and rock. And like obviously the goal is to do a sound that no one has ever really done before, and I'm slowly getting there. But it's always gonna be like Linkin Parky vibes, like that edge on the hook with the Chester Bennington vocals, and then like the Mike Shinoda rap verses has always been a huge inspiration for me and what I'm building now. So definitely say like digging deep into the lane of like those older, obviously still relevant bands, but trying to make it a little more modern, if that makes sense.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely.
I get that.
So we've mentioned a couple of times you've got a record coming that this song is off of. What can you tell us about that record?
Spill the beans.
Yeah, I mean, everyone we send it to, going back to like trying to make our own sound, it's like very evident. They're like, it's there, but like obviously we can keep going and building on it. I'm super stoked in all the collabs. I don't know if I can say yet or if I'll get yelled at by my manager, but there's a lot of relevant, newer, up and coming pop punk bands on it that I'm excited about, like Loveless and a few others. We actually have some rappers on it. We actually pulled a girl from Nashville I really believe in. We kind of just came across her music, and she's a small artist, and I'm trying to give her a spotlight. and we remixed her song, and that's gonna be on the album as well. And it might be the like leading single that the day the album drops. It's like the focus single, it's called, where like we're really trying to like push that one. So that'll be cool. It's just like staying true to your independent roots and stuff like that, where it's like helping other artists at the same time, branching out and honestly collabing with people that a lot of people might not expect at this just to get, new fans, get them new fans, and kind of just work together and building the scene a little more broader, I guess, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Can you give us like a rough estimate on how many features there are?
There's 7.
Okay.
It's like a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
7 out of 12 songs have features. A lot of them are just verses though. Like Loveless, I think, might actually be the only one that sings the hook on a feature. So it'll be interesting. I'm excited to see what people's reactions are.
Oh yeah, stoked to hear the entire thing.
Right, yeah. Do you have a feature that you're like most excited for? Like, can you give us like a hint on like what it is? You don't have to say the name because I don't want to get yelled at, but
So the Loveless one on the album is definitely super exciting. I just dropped a song with State Champs the other month that was super exciting for me because they've been one of my favorite bands for like forever. And then there is a feature with a legendary band that's not on the album that should be coming out after, and that's really hard to not pick as my favorite one. I'm excited about. It's just like, I would say there's a 75% chance it comes out, and it's a remix to like one of their old hit songs, and they were so stoked on it that they went and threw a brand new verse on it, which was not supposed to happen. So obviously it's like going to be a good thing. So whenever I'm allowed to talk about that, I will not be shutting up about it, but that's like all I can say, I think, for now.
All right.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
So for this question, I want you to picture you're on tour. You're at a gas station for a rest stop. You're going in. What is your snack of choice?
I'm annoying because I'm like a health freak. If it's at a gas station, it's probably something like a protein shake and trail mix, or like a protein bar. I'm not a fan of just like eating junk food because I'm already exhausted on tour. So I try to like be really, really considerate of like my health. So I'm just lame. Whatever's healthy, like maybe like one of those naked smoothie drinks, or like anything healthy I can find, or hydrating. I'm probably gonna grab that.
That's good.
Sounds good to me.
Pick.
So on the topic of food, if your project was a dish, what dish would it be and why?
Probably my favorite like cheat meal, which is just like chicken wings. Like it's spicy, it's hot, like it has a kick to it, like there's some attitude. So, and then with the side of ranch, the ranch is cool. There's a little bit of coolness there. So it's like corny as hell to say that, but like if I had to pick, I'd probably say that.
That's good. Very good pick.
Hell yeah.
So for the last couple questions, we're actually going to shift away from music, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Sick. So we're actually going to go straight to death row.
Boom.
So if you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
My last meal on death row with a drink. Okay. It would probably be like a Reese's peanut butter cup blizzard from like Dairy Queen for the beverage, if that even counts. I think it does.
Yeah.
It's like a milkshake. And then like my girlfriend gets so annoyed with me because I'm like always obsessed with eating breakfast food. So I would love just like one of those like hash brown pancakes and sausage and egg things from McDonald's, I guess.
Yeah.
And probably like 3 of them if it's my last meal. I'll throw 3 of those bad boys back in me. And just really be gross and disgusting for my last meal for sure.
That sounds good.
Completely warranted.
I love how you led with the first question saying you're like a health freak, and then the second 2 were just complete like the worst things you could possibly have.
Well, it's crazy because I'm like a health freak, but if I have anything sweet, like I'm not gonna stop eating it. Like I could finish a whole tub of ice cream, or like we have candy corn downstairs that I'm like I take an edible before bed every night, which is legal in LA, so I can't get yelled at for that. But and I'm like, I tell my girlfriend to hide it because I will eat like this gallon bag of candy corn because once I start, like I can't stop, which is why I try to eat healthy, obviously. But yeah, I definitely have a huge sweet tooth that I try my best to like keep under control.
That's fair.
Fair
I'm
enough.
happy to hear you're a candy corn lover because there are too many haters out there. I
There's a weird
attacked.
amount. Yeah, I posted a poll on Instagram like 2 weeks ago. Like, do you like candy corn or hate it? And the hate won by like a landslide, and I was super disappointed in it.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
Yeah, I will not. I can't tolerate the candy corn slander for sure.
That's fucked up.
No, I'm right there with you, man. I got you.
So if you could live in one fiction world for a week, where would you live?
I would say a fictional world I don't want to say Star Wars, but something to do with space. Like maybe that planet from Interstellar where they like can do all the cool time travel stuff. Because I'm like obsessed with space and like super interested in stuff like that. So any world where I could exist on like a multi-planetary thing, that would be my pick.
That's a good
Very
pick.
good pick. So I have the honor of asking the last question. Every single person we've spoken to has actually said it is the most important question. What is your favorite color?
Okay, so it's going to be super generic because this is another fun fact. I can see color, but I'm partially colorblind. So I don't get a lot of colors people get, but I still feel like the world is very colorful. If I had to pick, it's like this seafoam green color would be like my pick for sure.
Yeah,
that's good.
It's a very good pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as Gloria said, that's all the questions you have today. Is there anything that you would like to plug?
Anything that I would like to plug? Will this be coming out before or after Heavyweight?
After.
Okay, so go stream Heavyweight. Be ready for my debut album. If this drops after Heavyweight, that means I have another big collab dropping soon. So keep an eye out for that. And I'm coming every month for the next year with crazy singles and songs. So just be ready.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, thank you for now. This has been Ryan Oakes, and we have been the Good Noise Podcast.